Hi guys, welcome to this quick review about the AquaChek 511710. I don't know what this number means, but it's a 5-in-1 chlorine test strips box. It is 100. It has 100 test strips, but only for the 5 most important levels: total chlorine, total bromine, and chlorine, and pH and alkalinity. So I'm using it for my hot tub, so not for my pool. If I would need something for a pool, I probably would take something like a 6-in-1 or 7-in-1. So since I'm using it only for the hot tub and planning to exchange or replace the water every month or so, I don't have to check everything, just the things which are like essential or really important to keep everybody safe who is using the hot tub. So it's only $10 and it has 100 test strips, which is on the cheaper side, of course. One thing is that it has only 5. It shows only 5 levels. That's one thing to save money, and they are only in a box, and they are not in small packages, which I will show you later on. So you will have to use them quite fast, or you have to be careful not to open the box too many times outside in very humid areas like in the South Florida or wherever. So so it's always a little bit difficult to find good test strips which are cheap and still reliable. So the stars, it get 4.4 stars, which is pretty high. I mean, it's hard to find better test strips. Even when you pay more money, it's hard to find a product which has less than 5% 1-star reviews. There are always people complaining about everything. I mean, sometimes it can happen that you get a bad product, or I mean, when you have 100 test strips and you open them every day out in a damp environment and a lot of humidity gets in, it's just a matter of time until they will fail. Of course, there's no question about that. So I've been testing these outside and comparing to my old test strips. So here, the inside of the box, you can see there are no additional packages. Some other brands are using like aluminum packages. They seal like for every 5 or 10 test strips, they make a seal around and keep them dry. This is a good idea if you are not using them fast, if you're using them every day. So I think it shouldn't be a problem. 100 strips should be used up really fast. When you have a hot tub, you want to check every time before you enter the hot tub, so it's a good thing. And I think you don't have to have additional packages. It's just a lot of environment things. I mean, you have to dispose this thing, you have to open it, it's more work, and if it's not needed, then I think it's not necessary. The good thing, it has 2 drying packages here which keep the whole stuff dry. So a lot of times you have just one of these packages. Here we have 2 of them. It's a good thing, but I still recommend not to open it if you have if you are in the south, like Florida or something like that, and during summer with 80 or 90% humidity, it's not a good idea. Just open it inside the home, then take 1 strip out, close it, and then go outside. So here the measurements, unfortunately I have made some bad pictures. but I have better ones here, I think. The bad thing which I don't like too much is they have it like 90 degrees rotated. I mean the whole scale, the whole like the letters, the writing, everything. So you have to yeah, rotate the box, and when it's aligned like this, so that means it's sometimes hard to read. I mean, you definitely can't read everything in once, because these when you watch when you look at the bottle like this, these things and these things are almost impossible to read. When you have something like, I go to the other side, I'm comparing it with my Clorox 6-way strips. They are 6-way, and I think they are only 50 and they cost the same price. So as you can see, it's solved the problem much better, because you don't have to tilt or flip the box, and you can hold your test strip against the scale in the back, and you see everything. I mean, of course, you sometimes have to move it a little bit left or right, but I like this much more. But what I don't understand with the Clorox, why they have not same gaps on the test strips than on the label here in the back. I mean, that would be much easier. I mean, it's okay. I've seen definitely worse. It's okay. I don't blame the Clorox. It's these are one of the best test strips, but they're a little bit old. I've been using them now for almost a year. So yeah, I think they are not in perfect shape anymore. But yeah, anyway, as you can see here, the levels are I think the total chlorine is about 3 ppm, and the free chlorine is showing 1 ppm, so 3 and 1, and the pH pretty high, and the rest I don't care about too much at the moment. So let's go back to the new one which I am testing. So here we see that. So as you can as you have a closer look now at the colors, this is one of the most important things which you have, that you have really nice separation, and you can really easily find out a perfect match, and you can see where you are. So here it's pretty clear that's a 3 ppm for the, I moved this a little bit to the left, sorry. It is pretty clear, I would say. This is a 3 ppm which we already had at the Clorox, but here it's something between 1 and 3, I would say, but probably it's due to the reason why, because this is newer. I will double check again, but if it's not accurate, I would write it down in the description. But I have I'm thinking that this should be really accurate. I have tested all also with some other strips, and it indicated that it should be, or could be, a little bit more than 1 ppm, so maybe around 2 ppm. So pretty much this looks really a decent level. So what I also like, it has, I mean, the colors are really good. So sometimes it's really difficult to see where it belongs. So this is really nice and easy to see. Also the free chlorine, which are one of the most important levels. And also what is good, unfortunately it's hard to see, it has a range for the spa and a range for the pool. So that's really good. I mean, everything is good described here, which levels are okay, which levels are too low, too high, and here they all even have different recommendations for pool and spa, which I really like. So I know what's happening now. I can't go for any further. So the pH value is pretty high. but it yeah, corresponds with the reading from the Clorox, and also regarding alkalinity, as far as I've been able to see. So maybe we are here back at the Clorox, and you can see that's the alkalinity. Unfortunately, you don't see the letters, but I can tell you that's the alkalinity, and this pretty much at 180 as well. And what I also like is that the range for the free chlorine goes up to 20 ppm. So for some other test strips, most of them go only up to 10 ppm, and when it's above 10 ppm it can turn into some really strange color which you almost can't identify. So here I mean, it's really hard to get above 20. I mean, that's really very high and very risky to enter a pool or spa, but it usually doesn't happen just by yeah, just by chance or by accident. So as a final word, they look really good. They seem, I mean, when you take them out of the box, you usually can already say if it's some decent quality or not. When you look at the pads, when you buy like 100 strips for $5 on eBay, and the pads would definitely, they will not look like this. They don't have this nicely cut shape. They have different thickness. They look really ugly usually. So they are really nicely made. The strip, everything, you can really see that it's not the cheapest thing. And yeah, I mean, it's not the most these are not the most expensive strips, but if you want to save at least some money, I think that's a good recommendation. Save some money and still being okay regarding the reading, and the readings are really good because of the color. I mean, this is one of the best colors I have ever seen to determine what readings we actually have. I really like them. So yeah, actually I can't tell you too much negative about that. So from my side, actually full recommendation. And I haven't been paid by this company. I'm not affiliated in any kind of to this company or anything, but I will put down my affiliate link to this product, so you can order it right from there. You can click on the link in the description, you know you will get the right product which I've been talking about now all the time, and it will help my channel, but it doesn't have any disadvantages to you. And as I know, I've already made another review about test strips, and those test strips were really horrible, and of course I didn't make recommendations for them. So this is just my honest opinion and my personal experience. So I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.